we saw that due to Di Tian's interruption, Yuhao could not get the divine position he was about to receive, and Yuhao lost this opportunity. After this, Yuhao decides to kill Di Tian, but Yuhao does not tell Bei Bei or any of his other companions about this. But Tang Wudong gets to know everything. Along with Yuhao, now Tang Wudong, Nan Xiuqiu, and Yi Gai have also joined the team, but Bei Bei stays back at the Tang sect. After this, everyone leaves to meet the White Tiger Duke. On the way, Yuhao feeds grilled fish to everyone, which everyone likes very much. On the other hand, between Su Sanshur and the others, we also get to see some very iconic level fighting practice. After this, everyone reaches the White Tiger Duke, where everyone is very surprised by Yuhao's spirit detection sharing. Everyone praises Yuhao very much. Also, the spirit pagoda that Yuhao has established is also praised very much here. After which Princess Jiujio tells everyone what has happened in the war so far, also due to the soul guide tools. She also tells about the problems they are facing, providing a solution to this. Yuhao says that if a titled Doloa takes Yuhao to an altitude of over 5,000 meters, then he can go inside the Mingdo mountain range and extract information. But hearing this, the Duke immediately forbids Yuhao from doing so because this task is full of danger. The survival limit of Soul Masters is only 5,000 meters. As soon as one goes above this, the air becomes very thin and the temperature reaches minus 150 degrees, due to which surviving there is very difficult. Here, it is very difficult even for titled Doluos to work. Hearing these words of the Duke, Yuhao's friends remain very surprised. Just then, worrying about Yuhao, Su Sanshur forbids him from going there. But then Yuhao tells everyone that he is an ice attribute soul master. For him, the low temperature has no effect on him. And as for the air being thin, Yuhao also has many methods for that. Saying this, Yuhao tells everyone not to worry about him. Hearing this, Su Sanshur and everyone's minds get a little peace. Then the Duke shows trust in Yuhao and accepts his words, and orders tea instead of wine to wish Yuhao luck. Seeing the cup of tea, Yuhao suddenly thinks of his mother's grave in his mind. But still, Yuhao picks up a cup and cheers with the Duke. While drinking tea, the Duke also asks about Yuhao's village. Hearing this, Yuhao hesitates a little because Yuhao cannot reveal his real identity in front of the Duke right now. Dai Luoli is also shocked to hear the Duke's question because Dai Luoli knows everything about Yuhao. Then Yuhao, very wisely, answers that there is a small village near the Star Luo Empire. It is not very famous. The Duke then says with great surprise that a great warrior like you came from a small village. Then Su Sanshur comes forward and says that the reason for all this is Shrek Academy. Shrek Academy has carved out many great masters for us. But Yuhao immediately stops everyone from praising him further and talks about discussing the strategy. But hearing this, Princess Jiujio immediately comes forward and asks Yuhao to rest for now, saying that you all have come here after a long journey, and this operation is very big, for which we will have to do a lot of research and preparation. Yuhao agrees to Princess Jiujio's words and agrees to rest for the time being, after which the scene changes and we see that Tang Wudong is sitting on a stone under the moon very beautifully in the moonlit night. Tang Wudong was just taking that moonlight into her eyes when Yuhao arrives there. Seeing Tang Wudong sitting, Yuhao interrupts her. Then Tang Wudong also starts teasing Yuhao in a joking manner, asking if he has only the moon on his head. Then Yuhao also sits there on the grass nearby. After which Tang Wudong starts talking to Yuhao, asking if he will really risk his life and go to the Mingdo mountain range, to which Yuhao says very sadly that I wish if Wang Donger was here. Together, the chances of both of us winning would increase a lot. Also, Yuhao tells Tang Wudong further that both of them have a martial soul fusion skill, due to which both of their powers combined increase greatly. Hearing Wang Donger's name from Yuhao's mouth again, Tang Wudong gets very irritated and, being very annoyed, says to Yuhao, "Do you have anything else besides Wang Donger? I'm tired of hearing Wang Donger's name for the last few days." To which Yuhao says that, "I'm not a big romantic person, I just love Wang Donger." After which Yuhao changes the topic and says to Tang Wudong that, "I have come here to you for some work." Explaining further, Yuhao says that when I met you, I felt that our souls could be compatible. Hearing this, Tang Wudong straight away refuses, saying that this cannot happen at all. But Yuhao reassures Tang Wudong and says that, I really feel that we should perform the martial soul fusion technique together. And if we succeed in this, then it'll be very easy for us in our upcoming missions. When two soul masters use the martial soul fusion skill together, their combined power becomes very high. Hearing Yuhao's words, finally Tang Wudong also agrees to do the martial soul fusion. After this, both of them go into a tent and come face to face and stand. Tang Wudong immediately puts one hand forward and brings out her wings. Yuhao, without wasting time, immediately joins his hand with Tang Wudong's hand, after which the process of martial soul fusion begins. As soon as the process starts, a very strong aura is created, but then in a short while, suddenly both of them get a very strong shock and both fall away from each other. Yuhao is surprised to see how all this is happening suddenly, but Yuhao still does not give up and starts trying again. After which we see that Yuhao and Tang Wudong perform the fusion technique 3 to 4 times, but the result remains the same every time, and both fail in this process. Yuhao understands that Tang Wudong is not Wang Donger, and knowing this, Yuhao breaks down completely and sits in a corner with his head bowed in defeat. Seeing this, Tang Wudong comes to Yuhao and consoles Yuhao, saying that it is not that easy to complete this process. If it was possible, it would have happened already. But Yuhao is in deep grief here, and Tang Wudong saw him like this for the first time. So Tang Wudong was also not able to understand what she should do here. After this, Yuhao immediately controls himself, stands up, apologizes to Tang Wudong, and leaves from there. Tang Wudong gets very confused seeing Yuhao's behavior, that why Yuhao is so upset just because the soul fusion process was not completed. Tang Wudong's heart is also feeling sad, seeing Yuhao in pain. Then we see that Yuhao is running while crying. Also, the weather is also fully supporting Yuhao here. It looks as if along with Yuhao, the clouds here are also crying after feeling his pain. Yuhao just keeps running while crying, remembering Wang Dongya. Yuhao is missing Wang Donger very much here, because Yuhao's hope that Tang Wudong is Wang Donger has broken somewhere today. And now Yuhao is feeling very lonely and helpless. With this, the scene changes and it becomes morning, where Tang Wudong wakes up from sleep and comes out her tent. From the nearby tent, Yuhao also comes out. Tang Wudong, seeing Yuhao, remembers the past night, and Tang Wudong goes to him to know Yuhao's condition. But Yuhao is lost in his own grief. Tang Wudong tries to talk to Yuhao, but Yuhao leaves straight from there. Yuhao's changed behavior is affecting Tang Wudong a lot. Tang Wudong was just thinking about this when Jiang Nanan arrives there and starts asking Tang Wudong about her and Yuhao, to which Tang Wudong tells Jiang about the martial soul fusion they did last night. Hearing which, Jiang Nanan feels very sad for Yuhao, because Jiang Nanan was able to understand the condition of Yuhao's heart very well here. After which, Jiang Nanan also apologizes to Tang Wudong on behalf of Yuhao. Along with this, Jiang Nanan starts telling Tang Wudong everything about Yuhao and Wang Donger's past. How Yuhao and Wang Donger met at Shrek Academy, where Wang Donger had come as a boy. The growing friendship between Yuhao and Wang Donger, and crossing big obstacles together. How both won the Freshman Assessment Championship, both participating in the Continental Advanced Soul Master Tournament and winning. And then how Yuhao found out at the Sea Gods Fated Gathering program that Wang Donger is a girl, and both falling in love. Tang Wudong is listening to everything very deeply. Jiang Nanan continues that when Wang Donger had a serious illness, then Yuhao risked his life for her and brought treasure from the Sunset Forest for Donger, in which Yuhao even lost both his legs. But still Yuhao and Wang Donger reached the finals of the elite tournament together. And lastly, due to the attack of the Sun Moon Empire, Wang Donger got injured to a fatal extent, due to which Wang Donger went into a coma forever. And when we saw you, we all thought that Wang Donger has returned. After knowing all this, now Tang Wudong was also able to understand Yuhao's condition a little bit and was sad for him, after which the scene changes. And we see that Yuhao is telling everyone about his strategy. Yuhao, pointing to the highest peak of the Mingdo mountain range, says that if I reach here, then a complete watch can be kept on the Sun Moon Empire from there. Hearing the name of that highest peak, Princess Jojo becomes very sad. The Duke notices this. Then the Duke comes forward and interrupts Yuhao, saying that this is the same highest peak from where very large flames came out, in which more than 200 soul engineers of the Star Luo Empire were burnt to ashes, which we still regret very much. Also, the Duke says that is why we cannot send Yuhao there. Telling further about the highest peak, the Duke says that a legendary, almost 10th level soul guide device is present on this peak. Hearing the Duke's words, everyone becomes very worried and surprised. But Yuhao is absolutely calm, cool, and composed. Yuhao tells everyone that he has inspected the Sun Moon Empire very well. Also, Yuhao talks about the Sun Moon Empire deploying their strongest soul guide device here. Yuhao tells everyone about his plan. Yuhao says that the Sun Moon Empire had made a huge attack on the Star Luo Empire with the help of this device. That is why the Sun Moon Empire will never think that we can attack from here too, due to which we can be successful in catching them. But the Duke still does not agree. The Duke believes that this is a very big danger. We should think about attacking from somewhere else. But Yuhao's intentions are also completely firm here. Explaining to the Duke, he says that that power is very huge, against which no army of the Sun Moon Empire has any comparison. Also, he tells everyone here that there are 80% chances of me coming back safely, so you all should not worry so much. After which the Duke also finally agrees and says to Yuhao that I will support you fully in this, even if I lose my life now. Hearing this, Yuhao also now starts telling his planning to everyone, in which Yuhao says that he wants a force of the Star Luo Empire which will keep the enemy's army diverted from the other side. After which Yuhao starts explaining his full planning to everyone. And in this, morning turns to evening without realizing it. On the other hand, Tang Wudong, seeing Yuhao here, is thinking about the story told by Jiang Nanan. Tang Wudong is very worried about Yuhao in her mind here. That how will Yuhao be able to complete such a big mission in this condition? Also, Tang Wudong questions herself that why is she so worried about Yuhao? After which it becomes evening, and we see that Yuhao's preparations are still on, in which Yuhao says that he needs aerial support. Hearing this, Tang Wudong immediately comes forward and talks about giving aerial support. Everyone is shocked to hear Tang Wudong. Tang Wudong further says that those who are standing here, who have not been assigned any task, all of them will be suitable for this work. Tang Wudong tells that my martial soul is of flight, and after me comes Gai's holy angel. But Gai's angel martial soul is very bright, which can be easily seen at night, which can be dangerous. For Gai, hearing Tang Wudong's words, Su Sanshur comes forward supporting Tang Wudong and says that he also liked this idea. Also, Su Sanshur talks about putting this plan into action tonight itself. Yuhao also agrees with Tang Wudong's words and says that you will be my first aerial support now. Also, telling the plan further, Yuhao says that the second aerial support will be Gai, while Ji and Nanshouchio will provide ground support. After which Yuhao asks everyone to rest for an hour, after which the scene changes. And we see that Yuhao comes out of the hall and is looking at the sky above. Then Tang Wudong comes to Yuhao. But before Tang Wudong could say anything to Yuhao, Yuhao leaves from there. Tang Wudong feels a little sad seeing this. Then we see that it becomes night, and according to the plan, Star Luo's force is completely ready to leave to distract the enemy's army and leave straight towards the Mingdo mountain range. On the other hand, Yuhao is also fully ready. Everyone from the Tang sect, along with the Duke and Dai Luoli, also come forward to see off Yuhao for the highest peak of the Mingdo mountain range. Su Sanshur hugs Yuhao and bids him farewell. Everyone is very sad at this moment, and there is moisture in everyone's eyes because Yuhao is going to do a very big thing here, in which Yuhao's life is also in great danger. After which Yuhao takes leave from everyone and starts moving forward. Then Dai Luoli comes forward with Yuhao and starts talking to Yuhao. Dai Luoli is worrying a lot about Yuhao here. But Yuhao explaining to Dai Luoli and leaves straight towards the Mingdo mountain range. On the other hand, Yuhao is also fully ready to drop Yuhao at the Mingdo mountain range's highest peak. Everyone from the Tang sect, along with the Duke and Dai Luoli, also come forward. Su San Si hope Yuhao and bids him farewell. Everyone is very sad right now, and everyone has moisture in their eyes because Yuhao is going to do a very big thing here in which Yuhao's life is also in great danger. After which Yuhao takes leave from everyone and starts moving forward. Then Dai Luoli comes forward with Yuhao and starts talking to Yuhao. Dai Luoli is worrying a lot about Yuhao here, but Yuhao explaining to Dai Luoli says that nothing is impossible in this world. On the other hand, from afar, watching Tang Wudong's mind is also occupied by Yuhao. Tang Wudong is still thinking about that martial soul fusion. After this, Tang Wudong comes up where the Duke and Princess Jojo are already standing. The Duke comes forward and says to Yuhao that after talking to everyone, they have taken the decision that now the Duke himself will take Yuhao there for this operation. We'll go. Immediately after which, the Duke and Yuhao leave straight towards the sky. Everyone standing down here is getting sad seeing Yuhao. Tang Wudong is also feeling very sad about Yuhao. And with this episode ends right here. We will meet you soon in the next episode. Until then, bye.